We are in a world right now where there is so much shit going on. There's chaos, there's uncertainty, there's between the Canada and the US stuff, we got trade wars, we got international stuff going on. Again, we've had COVID, we've had strikes, we've had all this stuff. So I know a lot of actors where the joy has been sucked out of this, the joy has been sucked out of their career, and maybe you're even on the fence of like, is this even going to work? What am I doing? Why am I trying to be an actor when the world's so fucked up? We need it more than ever right now. If you're an actor, if you're an artist, if you're a storyteller, the world doesn't need more chaos and more anger and more fear right now. They need strong stories. They need more. I'm welling up talking about this. The world, what it needs is the world needs more love. It needs more joy. It needs more actors. It needs more artists. It needs more story. Welcome to Inside the Audition, the podcast that helps actors master the art and science of audition so that you can stand out for all the right reasons and book your next lead role. I'm your host, Joey Freddy Larson. Make sure to connect with me on Instagram at Joey Freddy Larson. You can slip into my DMs. You can ask questions. You can suggest a topic for an upcoming episode, or you can apply to be one of our next guests. Remember that in every episode, we dive deep here into audition experience, advice, strategies, industry insights, inspiring stories from top actors, directors, producers, casting directors, and film and theater industry pros. So whether you're an emerging actor or maybe you're a longtime industry vet, Inside the Audition is your backstage pass to audition success. And Inside the Audition is sponsored by the Monologue of the Month Club, which is your ultimate resource for professional and emerging actors who want to attract agents, casting directors, and producers, and ultimately book your next lead role. You can join weekly monologue jams, monthly workshops. You can get professional coaching, personalized feedback, and collaborate with an international community of growth-minded actors. The Monologue of the Month Club is your golden ticket to your next lead role. You will learn how to join the Monologue of the Month Club and take your next step to attract agents, casting, and producers. On your way to book your next lead role, head over to actorsauditionclub.com/join, actorsauditionclub.com/join to get started today. And I think we are live. What if I told you you could attract agents, casting directors, producers, and ultimately your next lead role? Happy to be here. I wanted to go live because I had a fantastic night at our Monologue Jam last night. Shout out to Tim Daniels and Ariane Dubé, who were on the Monologue Jam. So I thought I would just have a little chat here. Someone's trying to call me while I'm live. I'm live on Instagram. I'm also live on Facebook, so I will be flipping back between both of them. So I wanted to just chat. I know that there's a lot of uncertainty in the industry right now, a lot of uncertainty in the world. And if you're an actor, it's been a rough few years. We had COVID, then we had multiple strikes, and we had lockouts and all kinds of stuff. And then now we have AI to deal with. So if you're an actor, I'm sure you've put in the work. You've probably been to a film and theater school. You've probably spent hundreds or thousands of dollars on coaching, on classes, on workshops, on networking, on new demo reels and headshots and all kinds of marketing and networking. But if you're at a point in your career where it's just maybe you feel like you're in a little bit of a rut, you're getting the auditions, but you're not landing the roles, or maybe you're landing some roles, but you're in that world of bit parts, day player parts, and you aspire to get to lead roles, recurring ensemble leads, in television, film, and theater, then that's why I wanted to talk to you a little bit today, because I know that actors, often we feel like we don't have control over our career. There's a lot of other people saying, sort of making the decision for us, whether or not we're going to be in the project. Obviously, you got to land an agent. You eventually got to be seen by casting directors and producers. And ultimately, someone's got to give the thumbs up to say, hey, we want to hire you and have you in our thing. And so it can feel like you're working very hard. It can feel like you're doing all the things and not just being seen. And I know that a lot of actors, that's something that may plague you is that you feel unseen, and you feel like, if they could just see me at my best, if they could just see my talent, if they really knew what I could do. And it's often that chicken and egg scenario, often like in the job search world, where you need experience to get the job, but you need a job to get experience. And despite potentially having years of training in TV and film and years of experience as an actor, often it can feel like it's an uphill battle and just nobody wants to see you. And maybe you're in between agents. Maybe you don't have an agent yet. Maybe casting directors are calling you in, but they're calling you in for bit parts and small roles. What's up, Allie? What's up, Jux? Nice to see you as well. I'm on Facebook and Instagram here. And so if you're feeling those, you're feeling like you're putting in the work, and this is whether you're a professional actor, or maybe you're aspiring, or maybe you're watching this right now and you've never acted, but you've had an inkling to do it. Something that we put together here. I've been an actor for 15, 16 years. Since 2017, I've run Actors Audition Club. We've helped hundreds of actors shoot thousands, a little over 5,000 auditions. We've helped them shoot and book lead roles in TV, film, commercials, theater, video games, voiceover, you name it. I've done it. And also, we've helped other people do it as well. So throughout that experience, one of the things that I've noticed and come to realize is that the master skill, the thing that differentiates day players versus lead players, is the ability to master and crush and then showcase their talent in a masterful monologue. You think about every favorite actor that you have. Think about all your lead actor, like the people you idolize, the people who are your favorites. Every one of them has the ability to master monologues, and you can often identify one moment or one scene or one key monologue that they had that maybe won them the Tony, won them the Emmy, won them the Oscar. And you cannot name a lead actor that doesn't have the ability to just crush a monologue. So really, monologues and working on monologues and mastering monologues, that is the most effective way to attract agents, to attract casting directors, to attract producers. You need your talent to be seen. You need to put yourself out there. I know that there's been certain times in my career where I've felt like, if they could just see what I got, they could see what I have to offer, if they could see me at my best. And there's been many times where I felt like my best performance was still inside me. And if that's a feeling that you're having and you're feeling that you're unseen, you want to shift from being unseen to undeniable. And there's a way to do that where you can take control, that is not waiting for an email from your agent, that is not waiting to be discovered. Because newsflash, nobody's coming for you. Nobody's coming to save you. No one's waking up every day thinking, maybe today's the day I give this person their big break. There's that Hollywood lore of being discovered in a coffee shop, or you're walking down the street and a casting director sees you and is like, you got the goods, kid. I don't really think it exists. I don't think it's a thing anymore, which means you got to take control. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to make your big break. And you can't sit back. Well, you can sit back and wait for that. You can wait for an email from your agent. You can wait to get that agent. You can think that an agent's going to be the key to everything, or if the right director, producer, casting director sees me. But all of that is going to take you taking proactive action. What's up, Marcella? Nice to see you, Marcella. So it's going to take proactive action on your part. You can't just sit around and wait for this. Again, the industry is already competitive enough. For every, even one-liner roles, 500 people might be submitted for that, and only one person is going to get that role. So it is a weird industry to begin with, but it is almost impossible for you to be successful as an actor if you're just sitting back, waiting, twiddling your thumbs, waiting for an email, waiting to be discovered, waiting for someone to take your shot. And there's so much out of your control. So the reason I wanted to come on here today is talk about a way that you can take control. And again, the number one way, the most effective and the fastest way for you to take control in your career is to master monologues, to film those monologues, and then showcase them to the world. That could be on social, that could be sending it to an agent, that could be sending it to a casting director, but they need to see that you have the chops. And again, depending on where you are in your career, of course, bit roles, bit parts, background roles, supporting leads, all of those things, there's a time and a place for those in your career. But I don't believe anyone who says that that's their dream, that their dream was to have one line in a movie or to be an extra or to be a background. And I think you need to aspire to be a leading player, not only in your acting life, but to be a leading player in your life, to take charge of your own life and to be the writer, director, producer, and lead actor in your own life. And how do you do that? It's by taking proactive action. It's by deciding what you actually want and making steps every day to go towards that. It's not just like, oh, I wonder if all the success and dreams are just going to fall in my lap today. And fingers crossed, hopefully today's the day that I win the lottery. It's not happening. No one's coming to save you. No one's hunting for the next big thing. You have to make shit happen for yourself. So some of the most successful actors that I know, they do not sit around and wait. They film monologues, they film audition scenes, they film sample scenes, they make their own shit. They put themselves out on social media. They take proactive action, not just wait for an audition. And actually, coming from a guy who runs a business and helps actors shoot auditions, it's what we do. But actually, auditioning, when you think about it, is one of the worst ways to get a job. Think about it. Imagine, like, no other industry do you go and have to interview every time, and they give you the job and you work 1 day, 2 days on set. That's a grind. Now, it's the best way that we have right now. There's not really other ways aside from making your own thing. So if you want to be seen, you want to move from unseen to undeniable, you got to take matters into your own hands. And how you do that is by finding really strong material, monologue material, scene material. And monologues are great, though. The reason monologues are fantastic is you don't need a scene partner. And ultimately, if you're showing a demo between you and another actor, you want to be the star of that demo reel. If you're showcasing yourself to an agent, they don't care about the other person. They want to see you, and you want to be seen. So that's why monologues are fantastic, because it is just you. You don't need to find someone who's got the time to work with you. You can just find a script, start working on it, film it, show it to agents, show it to casting, share it on social. And so you have those opportunities today. Just 1 second here. I got to send a quick email here. I'm getting a notice right now. Shout out to Aaron Reed in New York City and Dave Mahej. Aaron is one of our session directors, and she's been running a session with Dave, who's a fantastic stand-up comic, fantastic actor. You've seen Dave Mahej on Ramy. He's got a movie with Daisy Ridley out right now called Sometimes I Think About Dying. And Aaron's been on a session, and just got to answer this email real quick. Let me see here. So stick around. If you're on this right now, I'm going to share some things with you, what I believe is the best offer I've ever made to actors. I think it's the best thing we got going on, the most amount of training, the most amount of tools, the most amount of resources, and the most effective way to help you attract agents, attract casting directors, attract producers, and ultimately book your next role, your next lead role. And 1 second here, that should be done. And again, why lead roles? Why should that be your aspiration? I know that some of you might be like, oh, well, there's no small roles. There's only small actors. I get why they say that, but there is small roles. Let's cut the shit. There's small roles. They have smaller scripts, smaller amount of lines, smaller paychecks, usually a smaller trailer, smaller impact, smaller amounts of visibility. There is small roles. So I get why people say that, because of course, in the school play, somebody's got to be the tree, somebody's got to be the goat, somebody's got to play the bush in the school play. And there's a time and a place to be to be a small role bit player in the course of your career. But it's a day here, it's a day there. A bit part is really never going to change your career. What's going to change your career and change your life is starting to land recurring roles, ensemble leads, lead roles, and those are going to be attached with more income, more impact, more notoriety. And ultimately, when you become a leading actor, you're going to be the type of person, the type of actor that they can build projects around, where they know you can carry a scene, you can carry a movie from start to finish. I've had the opportunity to have lead roles in television, film, theater, commercials. I love all the bit roles I've had. And if Martin Scorsese were to say to me, hey, you want to do a bit part and it's a one-liner in my movie? Fuck yeah, I would love to work with him and I'll do a one line. But I'm not expecting one line to change my life and change my career. So if you want to get to that level, there's a certain level of mastery of the craft. And there's a big difference to be able to deliver one line as the hot dog vendor or the taxi driver or the concierge or the airport security guard or any of that stuff versus being a leading actor. It's a different level of mastery. So how do you develop that mastery? You can develop that mastery by working on monologues that you've carefully selected, that fit you, that showcase your unique talent. Master those, film them with professionals, and then you have those to showcase. And you can take control that way without having to wait for an email from your agent. There's a lot of actors that I know that are just waiting, figuratively and literally. They're waiting for a big break. They're waiting for an email. They're waiting for an opportunity, and they're waiting tables. And you don't want to be that person. You want to be an actor. The root word of actor is act, action. It's not wait and waiting. So if you're just waiting around and you're not happy with where you are in your career, we got something for you. So I want to introduce to you the Monologue of the Month Club. And the Monologue of the Month Club is going to help you master your monologues, showcase your monologues so that you can attract agents, attract casting directors, attract producers, and ultimately attract your next lead role and book your next lead role. And it's something that you can do without permission from casting directors, without permission from agents, without permission from any gatekeepers. You can get up every day and you can work towards your dreams and make those dreams happen. And you can also be fulfilled because you're acting every day. So what is the Monologue of the Month Club? I'm going to tell you. It is every month. The biggest thing that we do for you, the foundation of it all, is every month you're going to get a curated list of powerful, strong material of monologues. Every month we deliver a list of 20 themed monologues to you. Every month is a different theme. For example, in January, it was classical Shakespeare. Why Shakespeare, you might say? I'm not a Shakespeare actor. I want to work in television and film. I don't give a fuck about Shakespeare. You might be saying this. I would say to you, you're missing something fantastic. First of all, Shakespeare is some of the most incredible writing, most incredible stories. But the reason you work on Shakespeare is once you've mastered the language in Shakespeare and the longer thoughts, and you've had to spend time going word by word and phrase by phrase to decipher what you're really saying, there is not another monologue that you can get in TV and film that will ever intimidate you. I'm talking about every monologue where you're a doctor or some kind of scientist and you've got all kinds of technical jargon, every lawyer monologue where it's the end of the movie and you're delivering this massive giant monologue to the entire courtroom, every halftime speech from a coach, every general on the battlefield, every massive monologue that you can ever find in television, film, theater. Once you've mastered Shakespeare, everything else is going to be a breeze. You're never going to be intimidated. Your confidence level is going to be through the roof. But we don't focus on Shakespeare every month. In February, the focus was monologues focusing on love and relationships in the spirit of Valentine's Day. In March, our theme is political and social struggle. Ring a bell. There's a lot of shit going on in the world right now, so it's a chance for you to study monologues that speak to those kind of issues. And so what we do at the first of the month in your online portal, when you are a member, you're going to get this curated list. They're downloadable PDF files, 20 selected monologues, that you can then choose from. You can go through those. You're going to not waste hours and hours and hours searching the internet and trying to find these monologues. We hand deliver them to you, and so you have those to choose from. And then, of course, you can find the ones that really resonate with you. You can work on those, but we also provide all the support, training, and coaching. So in addition to getting those curated lists, and by the way, we have a bonus list. I'm just going to hop into my laptop here. So depending on when you join, like when you join right now, you're going to get the January, February, and March are already in the portal. So that's 60 monologues, each month being themed. But I'm putting together some bonus lists as well that you'll have access to right away. This is something that we call our monologue script vault. So for those of you who are wondering, like, yeah, but where do I find monologues? Where do I find something to me? You don't need to worry about that. I've taken care of that for you. So inside the monologue vault, immediately when you join today, you're going to get access to classic Shakespearean monologues, the monologues of love and heartbreak, political and social struggle. Those are January, February, and March. Plus, every month we're going to release a new list to you. These have been curated. These are categorized by theme. We've titled them so you know what they're from. If you want to go read the whole play or watch the whole movie or watch the whole TV show, you've got that there with a little synopsis on what the monologue is about. But the bonus categories we're putting together, these are categories of another 20 curated monologues. We have a category that's physical monologues. So if you want to show something that's very physical, you want to show your physicality, a lot of movement, then we have 20 monologues that are designed for real physical actors. We also have a section that is monologues for Black authors and Black themes. We have 20 monologues that we're putting together from Indigenous authors and Indigenous themes. We really believe that as a storyteller and as an actor, this is a world that's, you want to be showcasing your authenticity. You want to be telling and have the opportunity to tell all kinds of stories, not just what Hollywood is putting out there. So you've got a category of Black authors and Black themes, Indigenous authors and Indigenous themes, LGBTQ authors and LGBTQ plus themes, women authors and women themes, Canadian authors and Canadian themes. We have a section that's monologues just for specific accents and dialects. So if you're deciding, hey, I really want to work on a new dialect, you want to work on your Brooklyn, you want to work on your Southern, you want to work on your British RP, we have those opportunities there. And we've got a bonus section that's specifically TV monologues from some of your favorite TV shows. So right away when you join, you're going to get that. And then every month, again, acting success, like any success, doesn't come overnight. This is not a get rich quick or a get successful or get discovered quick. This is a journey. And if you want to be a successful actor, you should be committing to your growth over a career, and over time, over a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. And imagine if you really commit to that mastery, how far you're going to be ahead. Even if you just look at 3 months, 6 months, a year, if every month you're working on one very strong monologue, and to become a strong actor, you need to work on the strongest material. And the strongest material, we've got so much access to that over history, but rather than having to search online and search online databases and spend hours Googling things, we just hand deliver it to you. It goes inside the portal. We have the full scripts and downloadable PDFs so that you can access them and then just project forward. You work on one monologue this month. You work on another one next month. You work on another one next month. So 3 months from now, you got 3 brand new monologues. And this is lead actor material. This isn't a few lines here and there. These are fully flushed out leading characters. There's monologues that you'll find ones that you love, that showcase your own talent, with a strong fight, with a strong and clear beginning, middle, and end, so that each monologue really is a mini movie, a mini performance, a mini story in and of itself, that then you can showcase, so that there's no doubt people. If you've never been given the opportunity to be a lead role in a TV, film, and theater, sometimes it's tough to get the opportunity because people don't know that you got the chops to do it. They got to put a lot of trust and faith that you can carry a scene, that you can carry a movie, that you can hold the lens and be the type of leading actor that is given these opportunities. But if you haven't given it, you're in that chicken and egg scenario where it's like, okay, I see you've got a few bit parts. I see you've done some student films, indie films, but how are we going to pay you and trust you to be a lead actor if you've never done it before? But if you show these powerful monologues and you're like, oh shit, this person is a powerhouse, then they're more likely to give you the opportunities to start reaching into supporting leads, ensemble leads, and ultimately lead roles. So we give you the monologue script vault every month, again, hand delivered, but there's more. So I'm just going to clip into the monologue of the month page here. What you are going to get in addition to all of that is you're going to get 4 core training modules packed with video and audio lessons that simplify your monologue mastery so that you're empowered to deliver captivating performance with confidence. Those 4 modules, if you're wondering what they are, well, it focuses on choosing the perfect monologue for you so that you can unlock your potential. Often the right monologue with the right actor, it becomes your golden ticket. It's something that you can showcase over and over at the drop of the hat. If someone's like, oh, you're an actor? What have you been in? You're like, well, never mind what I'm in. How about this? And you can deliver it right there on the spot, or you can send them the video of it. Module 2 is how to master storytelling and your text analysis. When you get a script, your job as an actor is to flush out all the key moments, to really make a meal of it, see what the subtext is, and really flush it out. Yeah, it's the words, but it's deeper than that. It's how do you tell a strong story? So we go through that in module 2. Module 3 is how to prepare, how to rehearse, and really it's your rehearsal, which you're often doing on your own. It's in your private downtime in your own home studio at your own house. But preparation and that rehearsal is where all the magic begins. So we'll show you how to develop a structured rehearsal routine that lays the groundwork for powerful performances. And module 4 is it's showtime, baby. It's performance, how to shine on stage, how to shine on screen with authenticity and power. And in that module, you're going to learn how to engage your audience with authenticity, with vulnerability, and really make every performance a memorable experience for you and for your viewers. So we've got all kinds of things packed inside that. You can check out, you go to actorsauditionclub.com/join. All of this is fleshed out in more detail, but I'm going to explain a little bit more of what you're getting when you join. So again, you're going to get every month hand delivered to you in your email and inside the portal 20 new curated monologues that you're not going to work on 20 every month. You find 1 or 2 that you really resonate with, and you can work on those, saving you hundreds of hours, dozens of hours looking online, trying to find that material. We're just going to serve it up to you. Then you're going to get those 4 core training modules, the video and audio lessons to help you and empower you to deliver those captivating performances. Plus, we're going to give you weekly live performance opportunities, performance and rehearsal opportunities. We've started something called the Monologue Jam. I love doing these. We did it last night. Again, shout out to Tim Daniels and Ariane Dubé. They brought 2 monologues. We rehearsed them. We worked in them. I gave them coaching and tips and feedback. And we do those every week, at least 1 session per week. We'll be adding more as the membership grows so that you have an opportunity for live performance. Again, you want to practice like you play. And there's something, even if you're in your home studio, there's something elevated when you know someone's watching. You get some of those performance nerves, some of that performance excitement, and it feels like, hey, this is go time. So we do that every week, those live monologue jams in a virtual setting. We've got actors all over the world, so it doesn't matter where you are. You can join one of those. You're going to get the chance to perform, the chance to rehearse. You're going to get professional feedback and coaching. You're going to get personalized feedback. And in those sessions, if you're feeling great about where the monologue is, we'll film those. And then boom, by the end of the night, you have that monologue. You can send it to your agent. You can send it to a new agent. If you're looking to get a new agent, they can forward it to the casting directors and say, hey, I know you've only seen this actor for bit parts. They've been really training. They've been really working. I believe they're ready to step up to ensemble leads, supporting leads, recurring leads, and to be given bigger opportunities. So you'll have that. Also, if you just think about those filmed monologue demo reels. So say you're attending, even if you're not attending every week, you're attending a couple times a month. By the end of a month, you record one. Couple months, you got 2, 3. By the end of 6 months or a year, you might have 8, 10, 12 monologues. Then you start looking at 3 years, 5 years, 10 years down the line, you have these assets, filmed assets that showcase your range, that showcase your talent. They might be in different styles, in different themes. They might be different dialects, different accents. So casting directors and agents don't need to imagine. They don't need to take a chance on you. They can see it. You can be sharing these on social. You might be the type of person, if you're an influencer, you're a creator, you might be thinking, fuck agents, fuck casting directors. I just want to make my own shit. And you can do that more than ever these days. You don't need to wait for a gatekeeper. You could just be performing these powerful monologues, powerful performances, putting them out there, monetizing your own channels, monetizing your own content. And if an agent or a casting director comes to you, maybe that's just gravy. That's just icing on the cake. And maybe your focus is not even to work in the typical container of auditioning and being offered roles and parts. You can even just be more proactive and do your own thing outside of the traditional audition system. Again, on top of that, I mentioned the Monologue Vault. You're going to get weekly monologue jams with professional coaches, sometimes me, some of our other coaches. You're going to get obviously peer feedback from friends. You're going to have the opportunity to meet other actors and collaborate with them. We also do at least one monthly workshop, masterclass, or Q&A panel. Sometimes it's me and some of our coaches. Often we're bringing in other industry pros, casting directors, producers, other actors, people who've had success in the industry that can help you. And those are your opportunity to learn and grow, to stay ahead of the curve. Obviously, the industry is changing very quickly, so you want to be ahead of the game. So we do those. And all of these, by the way, if you're thinking about scheduling or if you're worried about time, you don't need to worry about that because we record them. You have access to the replays that you can access 24/7. So if you can't attend a monologue jam on a weekly basis live, you can catch it on the replay. If you miss a key workshop with an industry pro, you go into the online portal, you can watch it on your own time. We've got people all over the world on different time zones, so you don't need to worry about any of that. We've set this up so no matter where you live in the world, again, whether you're a professional actor and you've had 20, 30 years as a pro, or you're new, you're aspiring, you're just in film and theater school, or maybe you're none of that. Maybe you're just you're in a corporate career and you're like, fuck, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I want to have more fun. I want to be more creative. I didn't start as an actor. I had 10 years in financial services and life insurance, and I got to be around 30 years old and was like, I want to have more fun in my life. I was a big fan of comedy. And so I got into stand-up and sketch comedy. I started doing student films and indie films. I was an extra and a background actor. And then eventually I got an agent. And now in my career, I've had the opportunity where I've had lead roles in television, film, theater. I've done a ton of commercials. I've done voiceover. And since 2017, I've helped hundreds of actors shoot over 5,000 auditions. So I've had a real inside track behind the scenes on seeing what works for actors. And I've been able to see the difference between day players, bit parts, and the people who are lead actors and getting supporting leads and ensemble leads and lead roles in television and film. And really one of the master skills is, can you hold camera? Can you captivate and deliver with a monologue? Again, you cannot name a lead actor that doesn't have the ability. And the best thing about working on monologues is you don't need to wait for other people. You don't need to gather a troupe. You don't need to have a bunch of friends and coordinate your schedule. You just need a fucking great script and a little bit of time, and then you can start working on that. And that's what we're providing for. Now, in addition to those monthly workshops, we've got a private members community and coaching group. So an online group where you can share resources, you can ask questions, you can share tips and tools, you can get feedback, you can meet other actors, you can post your monologues in that group to get extra coaching and extra feedback. Again, we've been working with actors since 2017. We've got over 100 five-star reviews. I've helped actors book roles in television, film, theater, commercials, small parts, and lead roles. So we get a sense for how to work with actors. And one of the things I love and that I'm really proud about is I think I've spent more time behind the camera directing actors. So I have developed an ability to speak to actors and to turn a note into something that they can that they can turn into an actionable, playable thing on camera. So what I'm saying, I'm not doing a good job of of communicating right now, but my ability to communicate to an actor to help them up level and improve a performance. And all of this is in the spirit of how can you find more fun? How can you find more joy? How can you express yourself? How can you show your unique talent? So you might have heard, like, if you've ever heard someone say, oh, you're being too much or you're overacting, fuck all that. Why are they saying that? They're saying that probably because you're in a bit role and you can't upstage the lead. But when you are a lead actor, think of your favorite lead actors. They do outrageous things. They make big, bold moves. They do things that are insane, and we love them for it. You don't watch your favorite lead actors and think, ah, man, I think they're overacting. You watch them and you're fucking blown away by them, and you're like, I want to do shit like that. I want to just deliver a one monotone line as the hot dog vendor or as the concierge or any other bit part. You want to make outrageous moves, and that's where more fulfillment will come from. This is by fully expressing yourself and doing really fun things. So if any part of you right now, like if your auditions feel like, if you're always thinking, oh, what do they want, or I don't want to be too much, fuck all that. You need to be too much. You need to be more than you are right now. You need to be too much. It's way easier for a director to say, that was incredible. Let's dial it back 20% a little bit. But we are in a world right now where there is so much shit going on. There's chaos. There's uncertainty. There's between the Canada and the US stuff. We got trade wars. We got international stuff going on. Again, we've had COVID. We've had strikes. We've had all this stuff. So I know a lot of actors where the joy has been sucked out of this. The joy has been sucked out of their career. And maybe you're even on the fence of like, is this even going to work? What am I doing? Why am I trying to be an actor when the world's so fucked up? We need it more than ever right now. If you're an actor, if you're an artist, if you're a storyteller, the world doesn't need more chaos and more anger and more fear right now. They need strong stories. They need more. I'm welling up talking about this. The world, what it needs is the world needs more love. It needs more joy. It needs more actors. It needs more artists. It needs more stories. Think about COVID. When COVID, during the scariest times, what did we all do? We all turned to comedy specials. We all turned to watch things on Netflix, a little bit of escapism, but it's not just pure escapism. It's telling stories that need to be told. And man, I didn't expect to cry. it's it's always art, and television and film is holding a mirror up to nature and showing the best parts of humanity and some of the worst parts. And that's why we need actors, we need artists right now. So if any part of you is like burnt out or like, why am I doing this? I should just quit, or I'm not making money. You got to find that joy. You didn't get into acting because when you were a kid, you weren't like, oh, someday someone's going to pay me to do this. You just did it on the playground with your friends because it felt good, because it was joyful. And so there's an opportunity to bring that joy, whether you have an agent, whether you're getting auditions, whether you're getting lead roles, any of that stuff. You can take control of your own career. You can start working on material that is powerful. You can find monologues that are made for you. You can film them. You can record them. You can express yourself. You can showcase those to the world. And rather than waiting, hoping, praying that an agent discovers you, that a casting director finds you, that Martin Scorsese sees you in a coffee shop and says, hey, you got the goods, kid. I'm going to put you in my movie. None of that shit's going to happen. Nobody gives a fuck about you. That's the weird thing. I do. I care about you. But for the most part, everyone, even me, I'm waking up every day thinking about my own problems, my own life, my own family, my own money, all of those things. So we all need to take action. We all need to have agency through our own career. No one's looking and searching for who's the next big thing. You got to make shit happen for yourself. How can you do that? You can do that by proactively working on monologues, mastering monologues, filming monologues, and then putting them out there to the world. You might be thinking right now, man, I got the goods. I'm great. I'm fantastic. I can deliver. I've trained. I've spent money on film and theater school. I've went to intensives and workshops and networking events. I've invested in headshots. I've invested in demo reels and all of these things, but I'm still not fucking being seen. You might still feel invisible. Why aren't these people giving me these opportunities? Well, it's not their job to give those opportunities for you. It's your job to decide what you want in your life, go out, fight for it, say yes to what you want, and make steps every day to go in that direction. Say no to what you don't want, and just every day make some progress. And you can do that without permission. You don't need an agent. You don't need a casting director. You don't need a director. You don't need a producer. You don't need any of those people to give you permission to be an actor or to be permission to be an artist and to say yes and say, hey, you got that goods, kid. You can do that every single day. And how you do that, and one of the ways you can do that is by working with us in the Monologue of the Month Club. So by now, I've been ranting, I've been raving. You might be thinking, okay, this sounds good, this sounds fun. I need change. I want change. I want to attract bigger roles. How much is this going to cost me, Lars? You might be saying that. And I'm going to tell you. And first of all, I'm going to tell you, what are your options? You can go out there to, maybe you've already done this. You can invest in film and theater school. Probably going to cost you $20,000 to $50,000 per year, depending on where you are in the world. Not saying that's not a fantastic opportunity. I've myself did a conservatory a few years ago. It was about $25,000 US. I think it's some of the best investments, best money I've ever invested in myself and in my training. My teachers were incredible. The experience was incredible, but I know not everyone has the time. Not everyone has the money to do that. So that's a tough ask for a lot of people. What else can you do? You can invest in weekend workshops, weekend intensives. What are those going to run you? Typically between $100 to $500 per session. Those are great. But again, that's 24 hours, or like it might be a weekend thing. Sometimes they're a couple hours long. Sometimes it's an 8-hour session. Sometimes it's 2 days on a Saturday, Sunday. But the question is, well, what do you do after that? Right? Yeah, you invest the time and energy and you're going to make some connections and you're going to learn some things, but this is a lifelong pursuit. You need to be learning, growing your body and your voice. You need to be working it. You are your instrument. So it requires full immersion, but it requires ongoing. So again, you can drop the $100, you could drop the $500 on a weekend intensive, but what are you going to do after that weekend? You can also invest in private coaching. That's anywhere from $100 an hour up to $500 an hour, depending on the coaching. I know our sessions are around $100 an hour, where you could work with one of our coaches one-on-one. We can work on your monologue. We can work on an audition. But again, I know that not everyone has the time, not everyone has the money to invest in that, especially if you're starting out. You're in that chicken and egg where you're like, well, I haven't made money in my acting, so how can I spend money? But you need to see this as an investment in yourself. But again, I know that a lot of people don't have that. There's also ongoing classes. Most acting studios, you can join an ongoing class. Again, I'm still a student. I'm in class every single month, every single week, and I love those things. They'll run you anywhere from $100 a month to $500 a month, depending on the studio. Sometimes you do those on a monthly basis, or you might sign up for a 3-month thing. But again, what are you going to do when that month ends? Are you going to do it year round? I know that some people, affordability is an issue, especially right now. The economy's tight. We got fucking tariffs driving the cost of eggs up, and nobody can afford eggs. So if you're like, I can't even afford eggs, how the fuck can I afford casting, or how can I afford acting classes? If you can't afford eggs, yeah, there's issues there. So I know this is tough. So what we've done is I've made this again. I said it at the beginning. This is my best offer that I've ever given, that I've ever put out there. It's the most amount of coaching, the most amount of training, resources, and tools for the lowest price. So it's not going to be 20,000 like film and theater school. It's not going to be $100 an hour. It's not going to be $500 for a workshop. It's not going to be $500 a month. What is it? It's $37 a month. It's $37 a month. So it's at a price point that I know everyone can afford that. If you like pizza, that's a couple pizzas. If you like eggs, what is that? That's 4 dozen eggs. And if you're a drinker, that's, what is that? A few cocktails, or that's one case of beer, or a nice bottle of wine, or maybe 2 bottles of wine. So again, it is an investment. You shouldn't be seeing this as a cost. This is an expense. Sometimes you're like, it's going to cost me. No, this is an investment into yourself. It's an investment into your skill. So I'm going to recap what you get when you join today. You are going to get access to the monthly monologue script vault. So what does that mean? Every month, you're going to get an email direct to your inbox that says, here are another 20 curated monologues from some of the best writers in all of history in TV, film, and theater. They're curated each month by category. Again, January was Shakespeare, February was love and heartbreak, March was political and social struggle. We also have bonus categories where we've got a collection of monologues by Black authors and Black themes. We have LGBTQ authors and LGBTQ themes, women authors and women themes, Canadian authors and Canadian themes. We've got a section that's physical monologues. We've got a section that is, did I say Canadian authors and themes? We've got a section that is TV monologues. And feel like, Indigenous authors and Indigenous themes. So right away, you join today, you're going to have access to those. And then the cool thing, again, this is ongoing. You should be investing in your life and your growth and training on an ongoing basis. This is not just today, but you want to be doing this every single month and every single year. You want to be growing, getting better, whether you're a pro or whether you're just getting into acting. And that's why every month, here's a fresh new 20 curated categories of monologues that you can choose from. You find 1 or 2 that really resonate with you, you work on them. And then in addition to that, you're going to get access to the 4 training modules, the video and audio lessons where we work on how to choose a monologue that's powerful and that showcases your unique talents. We focus on a module where it's talking about your storytelling ability, how to analyze a script to be the best storyteller. The third module is on how to develop rehearsal and preparation routine, ultimately how to prepare and rehearse effectively using the time that you have. And the 4th module is specifically about performance, how to shine on show day, whether it's on stage or whether it's on a virtual stage. Plus, you're going to get the weekly live performance workshops, aka our monologue jams. Right now, I do those every Wednesday night, but we do them, the time will change. So you don't need to commit to Wednesdays. Doesn't matter if you get access to the replays. We're going to add, we'll add different sessions. We're going to change the dates and times. So there'll be times, no matter what your schedule is, you'll be able to find time throughout the month to join those. You're going to get the opportunity to perform, to rehearse. You're going to get professional coaching. You're going to get personalized feedback, an opportunity to meet other actors, to showcase your chops. And ultimately, at the end of those sessions, when you're feeling good about the monologue, we record it. So you actually have that recorded asset that then you can share on social. You can send it to your agent, send it to a casting directors, producers. So you have tangible proof of, hey, look, I can be a leading actor. Here's me crushing a powerful monologue and doing the things that lead actors need to do. Also, you're going to get access once a month to those special industry workshops. We do those once a month. You're going to get insider knowledge and tips from an industry pro, casting directors, producers, actors, sometimes myself on a specific topic, a masterclass, a workshop, a Q&A, so that you can stay ahead of industry trends. You can learn from industry pros and connect with other people in the industry. And you're going to get access to the private members community, an online group where you can ask questions of the coaches, you can share resources, you can get support, you can collaborate with others, you can network with other actors on an international basis. And you're going to get all of that for just 37 bucks a month. Now, I want to just remove all the risk. Some of you are like, what if this isn't for me? What if everything I'm saying is complete bullshit? Well, there's no contract. You can cancel anytime. I want to have people in here who are committed to their career and to their growth. If this isn't for you and you don't think that what we're doing is going to help you grow as an actor, you don't think it's going to help you master your monologues and attract agents, casting directors, producers, and help you grow towards your next lead role, then you can cancel anytime. There's no commitment, there's no risk. You can also join on an annual basis. It's $37 a month, or you can save 4 months. If you already know, you're like, fuck yeah, let's do this, Lars. Let's get into this. I know this is for me. You can join on the annual basis. That's $297 annually. So you save 4 months. So it's even cheaper to do it that way. But I know sometimes, again, if you're stressing the cost of eggs right now, you can do the monthly for $37, or you can commit to the annual and you'll save 4 months. You save about 25%, and you can do that for just $297. Now, on top of that, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds good. On top of that, we've got 4 other bonuses worth another $400, $500, $600 here. We're going to give you for free the Actors Audition Toolkit. That includes a self-tape audition checklist, a checklist that you can follow if you want to up-level your auditions, something that we've worked on and developed. It's a proven protocol. Again, every surgeon, every pilot follows a checklist to be professionals. Professionals follow checklists. So we give that to you. We give you also the audition tracker document, which is a spreadsheet that you could keep track of all your auditions, part journal, part calculator. Every audition that you have, you can log it in there, who the casting director was, who the director was. Did you get the call back? Did you book the role? You can put notes and feedback like a journal, and it will actually calculate your callback ratios and your booking ratios. And one of my favorite things included in that Actors Audition Toolkit, your Actors Audition affirmations audio, something that I put together to help you banish doubt, to boost your focus, and ultimately stand out. It's an audio training that you can listen to before your auditions that'll get you in the right frame of mind. The second bonus, we did a recording with a panel of agents called Strengthening Your Agent Partnership. It was a Q&A with 3 top agents. So you'll learn insider strategies to how to communicate with an agent. If you're looking for a new agent, how to approach an agent, how to contact them and pitch yourself to them, networking techniques that'll get you noticed, proven methods to strengthen your professional partnerships. And the last thing, again, this is crazy. This is the most I've ever given for the lowest amount of money. So you're never going to get a better offer from me. The final thing is something I'm really excited about. If any of you are stressing money, especially in a gig economy, we put together something called Turn Passions to Profits. It's a workshop. The workshop alone, if I were to do it on a one-day thing, the value of that would be $497, where we sit down. I'll show you some ways that you can transform creative skills that you already have into a side hustle. It's what I've done throughout my life. I haven't had a normal Joe job since God knows when, because I don't want to have a soul-sucking job where I'm going to work for someone else and I got to show up at times when I don't want to. I want to have control and agency, and now we live in a gig economy, so there's more opportunities for that than ever before. So we'll show you how to create some recurring income, how to monetize some of your skills that you have already, and help you put together some financial freedom roadmaps for yourself using creative skills that you already have. So you get all of that when you join today. You can join the Monologue of the Month Club for $37 a month. Again, there is zero risk. You can join with absolute confidence. You can cancel anytime if you're not completely satisfied. No contracts, no cancellation fees, none of that shit. Just you can join, take us for a spin, and if it's not working for you, you're free to go. However, I will say that 96% of our actors would recommend this to someone else. We've worked with hundreds of actors since 2017. We've got over 100 Google 5-star reviews. We've helped shoot over 5,000 auditions. I've been an actor since 2009, booking leads in TV, film, commercials, and we're here to support you. We're here to help you grow. But ultimately, it's up to you to put in the work. And I'm not here to make any promises that you work with me, you're going to become a star. It's going to be up to the work that you do. But I will say we can help you grow. We can help you progress. We can help you give professional training and feedback and coaching and support and a community and a way that you can actually take action without just sitting and waiting for an opportunity. So again, how do you do that? You can do one of two things. You can drop the word club in the comments and I'll send you the link. Drop the word club. Again, it's the Monologue of the Month Club. You're going to get the monthly script vault. Every month we send you 20 curated monologues that you can choose from. You get access to the entire database. So if you join now, you're going to get access already to January, February, and March, plus those 8 extra categories of Black authors, LGBTQ authors, women authors, Canadian authors, Indigenous authors, physical monologues, dialects, and TV monologues right away. You get access to the monthly monologue, or so the weekly monologue jams, the performance opportunities, monthly industry pro workshops, the online community and coaching group where you can collaborate and connect with other actors, plus those 3 bonuses: the actor's toolkit, the agent partnership Q&A, and the Passions to Profits workshop, all with no risk. You can join today for $37 a month, or you can do the annual and save 25% off for $297. Drop the comment club. I'll send you the personal link with some of these bonuses. And if you have any questions, you can drop questions in the comments. I know I've given you a lot. I'm going to be going live a lot more. I'm going to be showing you some behind the scenes. We'll go into the online portal so you can actually see what you're going to have access to when you join. But if you know that this is that this is the opportunity for you, if you like what I've been saying, if you're looking to grow and up level, you want to stop waiting, literally and figuratively, you can grow with the Monologue of the Month Club. And you get started today. You're going to have access to that. You can join our Monologue Jam next week. So in 7 days or less, you'll already be working on your strongest performance, ultimately so that you can attract agents, attract producers, attract casting directors, and showcase your unique talent to the world rather than hold your greatest performances inside, wondering and wishing and hoping, won't someone please see me? You can transform from an unseen actor to someone who is undeniable, someone who has the chops to be a leading, supporting lead, ensemble lead, to have projects and movies and films and series developed around them, and you can take control of your career without waiting for without waiting for that big break. Nobody's coming to save you. It's up to you. You need to make actionable steps every day that move you in the direction of your dreams. And I've had the opportunity to book dream roles. We've helped hundreds of actors book dream roles in television, film, theater, and I wouldn't be on this live if I wasn't confident that we could do the same for you. So that's what we have to offer. And this has been a pleasure. Thank you for joining us today. I'm going to sign off right now. Drop the comments club, or you can go to actorsauditionclub.com/join. Again, it's actorsauditionclub.com/join. That is the link to get into the Monologue of the Month Club. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments, or you just drop the word club in the comments. I'll send you your personal exclusive link to get in today. This has been amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And remember, the next audition opportunity that you get might be the role that changes your life. Might be the one. So I think it's a balance of committing to long-term growth, knowing that, hey, I'm an actor for life. So I'm in this. I'm in the game for life. You know that you're going to grow and get better and better over time, but also remembering that magic happens. Any day right now might be the day that you're offered that big role. And is it luck or is it preparation meets opportunity? And you're prepared, you've worked on your craft, you've invested in your craft, you've invested in your training, you've invested in headshots and demo reels, all of those things. And as a member of the Monologue of the Month Club, you can get the most amount of training, resources, and tools for the absolute lowest investment. You can join today for $37 a month, or you can do the annual for $297. No contract, none of those things, no cancellation fees. Join. take it for a spin. If you don't feel that this is massively helping you grow into the actor you want to be and moving you closer to attracting agents, casting directors, and producers, and ultimately attracting and booking your next lead role, then you can cancel anytime, no contracts, no questions asked. But I would love to be working with you. So that is my invite to you to hop on board the Monologue of the Month Club. Our next monologue jam is next Wednesday. So you get in now, you're going to get access to all of the online training. You can find a monologue and you can join us immediately by next week and get going. Don't wait on this. If you're looking to make massive changes, now is the time. Actually, yesterday was the time to get started, but the next best time, just like planting a tree 20 years ago or yesterday or today. So take action, become an actor, meaning act, action, not a waiter. It's funny how a lot of actors are waiters, right? So no shade to waiters if that's your side hustle and that's your job, but don't wait on other people to make your dreams come true. Take action. One of the ways that you can do that, and the best and most effective way, is to master your monologues so that you can showcase those monologues, showcase your lead acting skills to agents, casting directors, and producers. And we'd be happy to do that with you inside the Monologue of the Month Club. You can hit me up on social media. Again, drop the comment club. Go to actorsauditionclub.com/join. I'm going to drop that in the comments here. actorsauditionclub.com/join. Send me a DM with the word club, and I'll send you the exclusive link to get started. And we'll see you at the next monologue jam. All right. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. All right, fine. I'll hang up. Okay, here we go. And bye. And if you're listening and you are a professional or emerging film and theater actor, maybe you're a director, a casting director, a producer, if you're making bold moves in the industry, I would love to interview you as an industry pro. Regardless of where you are in that journey, you can share your practical tips, your wisdom, and inspiration. And you can apply to be a guest on a future episode if you go visit insidetheaudition.com. And one more time, if you are ready to master your monologues, you want to showcase your talent to agents, casting directors, and producers so that you can attract bigger and better auditions and ultimately be on your path to booking your next lead role, you can get started with the Monologue of the Month Club today. You can learn how to become a member by going to actorsauditionclub.com/join. That's actorsauditionclub.com/join. And remember that every audition really is an opportunity to showcase your full unique talents to the world and land your next life-changing role. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Inside the Audition.